Good morning, everyone. I'm here with our readings from the Diary of Saint Faustina. So we're going to begin there where we left off yesterday. I want to add that although my soul was already in the rays of his love, traces of my past tortures remained on my body for 2 days. A deathly pale face, and bloodshot eyes. Jesus alone knows what I suffered. What I have written is poor, very poor compared to the reality. I could not put into words. It seemed to me that I had come back from the other world. I feel an aversion for everything that is created. I snuggle to the heart of God like a baby in its mother's breast. I see everything differently now. I am unconscious of what the Lord, by one single word, has done in my soul, and I live by it. I shudder at the recollection of the past torture. I would not have believed that one could suffer so if I had not gone through it myself. This is completely spiritually suffering. However, in all these sufferings and struggles, I was not omitting Holy Communion. When it seemed to me that I should not communicate, I went before Holy Communion to the directress and told her that I could not approach the sacrament because it seemed to me that I should not do so. But she would not permit me to omit Holy Communion, so I went, and I understand now that it was only obedience that saved me. The directress told me later that my trials had passed quickly, and this solely because you were obedient, sister, and it was through the power of obedience that you struggled through this so bravely. It is true that it was the Lord himself who brought me out of this torment, but my fidelity to obedience did please him. Though these are frightening things, the soul should not be too fearful, because God will test us beyond what we are able to hear. On the other hand, he may never send us such sufferings, but I write this because it pleases the Lord to let his soul pass through such sufferings. It should not be afraid, but insofar as on it depends on the soul itself, it should remain faithful to God. God will do a soul no harm, because he is love itself, and in this unfathomable love has called it unto him being. However, when I was so tormented, I myself did not understand this. O my God, I have come to know that I am not of this earth. You, O Lord, have poured in profound awareness into my soul. My communion is more than heaven than with earth, though I am in no way neglect to my duties. During these times, I had no spiritual director. I was without any kind of guidance. Whatever I begged the Lord, but he did not give me a director. Jesus himself has been my master from the days of my infancy up to this present moment. He accompanied me across all the deserts and through all the dangers. I see clearly that God alone could have led me through such great perils unharmed, with my soul untarnished, and passing victoriously through all the difficulties, immense though they were. Going out later on, the Lord did give me a director. After such sufferings, the soul finds itself in a state of great purity of spirit and very close to God. But I should add that during these spiritual torments, it is close to God, but it is blind. The soul's vision is plunged into darkness, and though God is nearer than ever to the soul which is suffering, the whole secret consists in the fact that it knows nothing of this. The soul, in fact, declares that not only has God abandoned it, but it is the object of his hatred. How grave is the malady of the eye of the soul, which, struck by divine light, claims that there is no light, whereas it is so intense that it blinds her. Yet, despite all, I learned later that God is closer to a soul at such moments, and that at others, because it would not be able to endure these trials with the help of ordinary grace alone. God's omnipotence and extraordinary grace must be active here, for otherwise the soul would succumb to the first blow. And we're going to leave it there. Um, very, very interesting to see where this goes, and I hope you guys are having a chance to look at the videos on YouTube that I've been posting into that Saint Faustina folder, because they're very, very interesting. And like I said, they actually add more to the diary, because the nuns that are with her, the order she was in, talk about it, and so it just kind of adds a little bit more adept to the book already. So if you have a chance, go to their YouTube page, which is named the same as everything else, Little Chapel of Faith Ministries, so you can have a look at them as well because they are very, very interesting. They're not too long. They're some are an hour, but a few are a little shorter. But they're interesting and very quiet. If you're looking for just a little peace, they all speak very, very quietly, and you're just sort of mesmerized and listening to it. So have a great day, everyone. Have a beautiful Saturday. It is raining here in Massachusetts, but that's okay because I have nowhere to go today and I'm just going to relax. That's my plan for today because I haven't been able to do that for a month. So, um, have a great day, everyone. God bless you all. Be well. Be kind to each other.